As technology advances at an unprecedented rate, traditional religions find themselves at a crossroads. Once held together by strict doctrines and fear-based teachings, many religions are struggling to resonate in a world where knowledge is accessible with a simple swipe or click. Grand Master WaXhira of the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood raises a provocative question. Should traditional religions embrace mysticism to stay afloat in this evolving age? This question is more pressing than ever. Practices like yoga and meditation, once confined to niche spiritual circles, are now mainstream, particularly among the youth. These practices encourage inner inquiry, self-awareness, and a direct experience of the divine, bypassing the need for external intermediaries like priests or institutions. As the Brotherhood teaches, the path of inquiry is becoming the spiritual pursuit of choice for many, leaving traditional religions scrambling to maintain relevance, from ignorance to illumination. Historically, religion thrived on ignorance. Before the dawn of the information age, much of humanity was kept in check through fear, superstition, and a lack of access to knowledge. Sacred texts were interpreted only by the elite, who served as gatekeepers of divine wisdom. The common man was discouraged from questioning or thinking critically. But times have changed. In this era of enlightenment, where knowledge flows freely, the veil of superstition is being torn apart. People are no longer content to accept answers like because the scriptures say so. They want to understand the why and the how. This hunger for knowledge and personal growth is what mysticism offers, something religion has historically resisted. The Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood teaches that inquiry, not blind faith, is the path to truth. Mysticism encourages seekers to look within, explore the depths of consciousness, and directly experience the divine. It fosters a deep understanding of universal laws, rather than demanding unquestioning adherence to dogma. In an era where science and spirituality are beginning to overlap, mysticism is seen as the bridge between the two. The rise of yoga, meditation, and inner awareness, one clear sign of this shift is the growing popularity of yoga and meditation. Once seen as exotic Eastern practices, they are now part of the daily routine for millions across the globe. Yoga studios are springing up in urban centers. Meditation apps dominate app stores, and corporate leaders swear by mindfulness as the key to productivity and balance. The appeal lies in their results. Unlike many religious rituals, yoga and meditation provide tangible benefits: mental clarity, emotional stability, physical health, and a sense of spiritual connection. These practices align with the teachings of the Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood, which emphasize direct experience over theoretical belief. As these practices become more mainstream, they highlight a glaring weakness in traditional religionites' inability to evolve. Young people in particular are turning away from rigid institutions in favor of spiritual paths that empower them to explore their own divinity. The youth are choosing mysticism over doctrine. The youth of today are not satisfied with being told what to think. They want to learn how to think. They are drawn to the mystical traditions that focus on personal growth, self-realization, and universal truths. They are less interested in fear-based teachings about sin and salvation, and more interested in understanding their place in the cosmos. Grandmaster WaXhira states, "The path of inquiry is the future. Humanity is waking up to its infinite potential, and traditional religions must adapt or risk becoming obsolete." The Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood predicts that mysticism will continue to rise. With or without the cooperation of organized religion, should religion adapt or fade away? The answer lies in whether traditional religions are willing to embrace the very practices they once dismissed. Can they incorporate yoga, meditation, and mysticism into their teachings? Can they shift from fear to empowerment, from doctrine to discovery? Or will they cling to the old ways and watch their congregations dwindle? As humanity evolves, so must its spiritual paths. The Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood teaches that we are not here to be told what to believe, but to discover what is true. If traditional religions hope to remain relevant, they must step into the mystical realm and offer seekers something more profound than blind faith. The future of spirituality belongs to those who dare to question, explore, and transcend. With light, wisdom, and infinite love. WaXhira, founder and Grand Master, Sacred Atlantean Brotherhood.